we have to figure out how to manipulate the money, but we can't do that if we don't even know where the money is. So we think a lot about how to arm our customers with that information so that they can make those holistic decisions that are best for them.
So in that space, then, right, and you're you're grabbing these current clients that don't have
Yeah.
a ton of experience, knowledge, and whatever. Do you
Yeah.
have different like education platforms, or like how do you go about that education process?
Yeah, so we have something called a resource hub. You can find it on our website, compliant.co/resource hub. And literally, we have tiered by category. We have white papers, we have webinars, recordings, we have blogs, we have co-hosted blogs that I've participated on other platforms with. We have all of the publications I've participated in, anywhere I have taught or anybody on my team has taught. All of that information lives in our resource hub. We like to say that tax is only one part process. Second part, education. You can't process anything if you don't know what it is you're supposed to be doing and how to benefit, right? You think about tax as in your case, it's a lot of sort of a game between how I can manipulate the money so that I can get the outcome that I'd like to get. Similar in this space for the people we're trying to serve is like we have to figure out how to manipulate the money, but we can't do that if we don't even know where the money is. So we think a lot about how to arm our customers with that information so that they can make those holistic decisions that are best for them and not relying on service providers to make all those decisions for them.
Is there like a certain threshold that you have to get your client to in order for you to start thinking about, all right, the tax saving strategies, right? How to not pay taxes, different strategies like that. Like when is that threshold that you start getting to that point?
When they start making a dollar, day
Yeah.
one, dollar input one. The second they make their first sale, they need to start thinking about tax deferral and thinking about how they can save money. But that I think is coupled with they've done some of the precursor steps. I think, and then not only focusing just on like how do I, sign this thing or pay this bill, but also how can I maximize what I save, which is a tenement to, income tax, but most other tax types you don't get a ton of savings. Sales tax is sales tax. There's
Sure.
no manipulation there.
Sure. Are there a specific like type of business that you like to focus on? You mentioned sales tax. So, I mean, are you going after the retail client that's got, cost of goods and stuff like that with sales tax? Are you going to have service-based businesses? What type of clientele are you going after?
Yeah, it's across the board. So we have clients that are doctors' offices, therapy, we have e-commerce, we see a little bit of both service and product offerings, hair, all types of companies that are doing all types of things. It tends to be the similarity tends to happen in like the size of the business. Usually they're like new or small. They have maybe a handful of employees, maybe not. They might have a bookkeeper or not really. They don't really know. They feel super uninformed. And so as they sit alongside us for whatever education we provided them, they're like, oh, this is super helpful. Let me see what else you can do. And so that tends to work really well for the smaller business. It doesn't industry agnostic.